So abstract classes are nothing but a class in type. They're abstract in nature. Abstract means hiding irrelevant information and expose only the relevant information to the end user. Okay. Abstract classes are partially implemented. Abstract classes are partially implemented. That means we can have both concrete methods and as well as abstract methods inside a abstract class. Public, void, display, okay, system dot out dot println of hi. This is a concrete class. This is a concrete class. Look at here, concrete class. And what about abstract class? If you have abstract public, by default public will be there. Public, abstract, okay, okay, get value. Otherwise, yeah, get value. See, what is this actually? This is actually a abstract method. This is an abstract method. This is a concrete method. Sorry, this is a concrete method. This is an abstract method. Okay, abstract method. Now, if you declare an object, if you create an object, for an abstract class, what will happen? Tell me what will happen. You cannot define a get value method because it is abstract in nature. That's why we can't define, right? We can't define. Even though if you declare, you can't define. The reason behind this is partially implemented. So this method notation also called as a signature of a method. Method without implementation is called as a signature of a method. Okay, clear? Is it clear? Yeah. Method without signature is called as a abstract method, also called as a abstract function. Now let's see how to implement this. First of all, one more thing we need to discuss first. What is the use of these abstract classes? We need to know what is the purpose of abstract class. What is the purpose of abstract class? Yeah, let's give an example. Here we are using a WebDriver. What is a WebDriver? It's a core automation framework. Okay, and who is going to use this WebDriver? We are going to use this WebDriver to run our scripts on IE, Chrome, okay, Firefox. Okay, there are three browsers. We need to execute. We need to leverage WebDriver on these functions. But do you know? See, at the time of developing WebDriver, we don't know who is going to the end user. Do you agree? When we are developing a WebDriver functionality, we don't know who is going to use WebDriver functionality. Hence, what we do actually, we create an abstract class WebDriver, right? Inside this, just create public abstract public IE implementation, IE user. Okay. Similarly, let's see, it will be right. Chrome and this is okay. Finally, we have Firefox. Are you agree with me? Now, this is abstract class for WebDriver. Then whose responsibility to implement actually? This is a responsibility of IE user. Okay, I will create one more class, class IE driver. Okay, extends. Okay, WebDriver. Then inside this actually is a compulsory for IE driver to implement all these methods. It is compulsory to implement all these methods. Is it clear? Okay.
Yeah.
So how to implement actually? Public. Okay. Public void IE underscore user. Okay. Now we have to implement the IE user here. Similarly, for a Chrome user, again, you have to create one more class, and there we are going to extend a WebDriver and implement a Chrome driver. Similarly, for a Firefox driver, also same. We have to implement. Just a second. Let's check. Yeah, IE driver. Yeah. Similarly, you have to create a one more class for a Chrome driver and implement Chrome underscore user. Similarly, for Firefox, we need to implement another class, and inside a Firefox user class, we have to implement a method called Firefox user, and so on. So it means at the time of creating a class, we don't know much functionality about it. Okay. See, that is the reason we partially implement this class. We partially implement the class. And one more advantage with abstract classes, we can also have a concrete classes. Here I have shown you already. This is a concrete class. That means abstract classes can have both the concrete method as well as the abstract methods. So we can't say abstract class types are 100% abstract. What is abstraction? Hiding the irrelevant details, but does it hide the entire functionality? No, it is exposing certain functions and hiding certain functions. So we are implementing abstraction, but it is not 100% abstract class. Okay, it is not 100% a abstract class. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, we'll write a simple, very simple code for a abstract class to make you understand. See, you get here. This is an abstract class. Okay, write one more class. Yeah. Okay. See, first we'll start with the how the syntax looks like. We have to use a keyword called abstract class, name of the class. So name of the class, I just want to implement okay, okay, human. Okay, class human. Okay. See, it's not throwing any error. We can also create a one more class if you want. Okay. Homo sapien. Okay. There is another class also you can create. Hence, we can create a multiple abstract classes. First thing. Second thing, Homo sapien is okay. Let's see. Public. Okay. Abstract. Okay. Walking.
Spelling mistake.
Okay. Public static, sorry, public abstract and walking. Or there, yes, yeah, fine. Okay. See, our forefathers walking, okay, a mechanism is different because they use both four limbs actually. Both there is a kind of scrolling. Okay. Coming to human, his walking is different. His walking is different. Okay. Then coming to abstract class demo, where just assume it's a human, it's a like modern man. Okay, it's a modern man. Right? Modern man. Okay, yes. Now, who's responsible to implement actually? See, human, Homo sapien. See, can we extend Homo sapien to human? Of course, we can extend.
Yes.
See, Control X, Control B. Extends. Okay, extends. Sorry, we need to extend Homo sapien to human. Extends. Okay. Sapien. See, we can able to extend. We can able to extend it. Then what about human actually? It's a modern man. Modern man walking style is different. See, we don't know how, okay, Homo sapien walks and just assume it is an ancient man or something actually. Okay. Middle age, you can say. Middle age. Middle, okay, middle, okay, medieval age human. Okay, medieval age human. Now we are a modern, we are modern man. How we are going to implement it? We simply give extends, right? Extends. Now tell me what is the error you are getting? See, add unimplemented methods. Since we are implementing medieval age human, we need to implement whatever the methods are declared inside a medieval age human. First thing. Second thing is, since these are abstract, that is our responsibility to implement. First of all, what is the use of abstract classes? At the time of creating a functionality, we are not aware or we are not sure the functionality of the function. Hence, we have created abstract classes. Okay. As we said, we can also have a public void. Yeah, void. Okay. It. Yes, tell me. It. Okay. Okay. System dot out dot print len of. Okay. Eating mechanism of old or ancient man. Right. Okay. So look at here. This is a abstract method. This is a concrete method. Shall we? Shall we? Okay. Declare a member variables. Of course, we can declare a member variables. Okay. Int height is height equals to 5. See, we can declare a member variables also inside a abstract class. We can also use that member variable inside a function. Okay, plus the height of the okay ancient man is in inches, in feet, okay, feet plus, okay, height. For H caps. Okay. Why it is allowing? Tell me. It is allowing because basically it is an abstract class, is a class type. That's why I'm telling abstract class is a class type only. Hence, it is allowing member variables and member functions, and it also allows abstract methods and concrete methods. Abstract methods does not have an implementation, also called as a signature of a method. Signature of a method. If the method does not have implementation, we can simply call it as a signature of a method. It is a concrete method. There's another method here, and we have extended here. Hence, this is our responsibility to implement. Okay, how to implement now? Tell me. So abstract walking. Now you can delete or remove abstract keyword, and you can implement it. Okay. Abstract method do not specify a body, right? Remove it. Okay, now error is gone. So what's the implementation? Okay, this is the implementation for modern man. Look at here. See, we are extending a medieval age human. Even though we are extending medieval age human, we are doing implementation for abstract class. Sorry, modern man. See, system dot out dot print ln of. Okay, we walk. Yeah, modern man walk on his two legs. Okay, is it clear? Now, how to create an object? As usual, we can create an object for a abstract class, abstract demo underscore modern man. Control C here. New. That's it. Okay. Obj dot bj dot. What is the class? Actually, we have walking abstract dot walking. That's it. Okay. So since we are extending medieval age human, can we use eat functionality? Obj dot eat. Right? How we are able to access it actually? So instead of heat, actually we can give some other function. The height. It is looks irrelevant. I'm just changing the method name. Okay, height. Right click, run as Java application. Okay, clear? This is how we use abstract classes. Modern man walks on his two legs and eat. Okay, of ancient man, the height of the ancient man is in feet 5 and so on. Okay. So this is nothing but abstract classes. Now we know what is the purpose of abstraction. What is the purpose of using abstract methods and concrete methods, and how to use abstract classes. We have partially implemented, right? At the time of creating the class, we are not aware of who is using the class and implementation of a function. Hence, we have unimplemented methods inside abstract classes. We can implement the class functions, abstract class functions, when we extend this class in a derived class. Okay, this is all about abstract classes. Look at here, there is another example. Okay, see, we have a class and we have created a demo and we try to create an object for a, okay, another method. See, if you look at here, we are trying to create an object for another method, but it doesn't allow because we can't create an object first of all. Okay, I will show you here itself since we have already, okay, well understood this functionality. If you try to create a medieval age human, what happens? This is our main method. Inside a main method, okay, obj medieval man equals to new. Now tell me, see, what is the error? We cannot instantiate the type medieval age human because it is an abstract class. Cannot instantiate. We can't instantiate. Clear? Okay. Please join again. I'm telling now itself. If it is done, I mean, once the meeting is okay, lapsed, please join again on the same link. Okay. Yeah. So we can't instantiate abstract classes. Then what about interfaces? What about interfaces? Are you clear with the abstract classes? Now tell me, are you clear with the abstract classes?
Yeah, but we have to practice. Then only we can know correctly.
Okay.